Alright, man. Hey, look. This is the last one of these videos. Alright, so this part 3. I mean, well, shit, this probably what part 5 of this shit. Well, part 3 of the video for the day, but part 5, I guess, of the confidence. But yeah. So picking up where I left before my phone decided to drop. Yeah. So I think I messed up a good thing, because I should have took what she was telling me, and I should have known like she didn't want things to go beyond what they were. And so if I ever get that situation again, I'm gonna take it slow, you know, because I'm one of those ones. I'm gonna be honest. You know, me growing up in a single parent home, I always wanted this family type of environment. So that's probably why I'm like the way I am. And you want to also know something crazy about this chick at Wells Fargo? This whole story is just crazy because I was listening to this guy, and I had bought his book. So I walked up in Barnes and Noble one random day. This was before I met her, and I bought this book by Dr. Joe Dispenza called Becoming Supernatural. Like I said, this was a crazy year. I had somebody speak over my life, and I bought this book, and he talks about how, and it's a little bit more detail, but I'm only dropping a little bit, because these videos, I don't care if they long. They long. You gonna watch it anyway. But he talks about how when you want to do something that's not a known, it's like an unknown, or how with so many possibilities out in the world, if you don't limit yourself, he teaches you how, like on a piece of paper, you have an initial for the possibility that you want to happen. You draw a squiggly line around the initial, then you draw another squiggly line around the initial, like be like the power of attraction. You write your intention, and then you write basically what this initial means. And I had started, I can't remember if I wrote out whatever letter it was, but I had wrote out how I wanted my future mate to be. And like I said, I can't even find that piece of paper. But it's crazy how some of the stuff, the traits I wanted to see in a person, this woman had some of these traits. And even more coincidental, see, now I'm about to tell, but hey, only a certain amount of people know her anyway. Hey, whatever. But and I should have knew this. Like, I was asking people, I was like, how of a coincidence is this? She kind of acted like my ex-wife a little bit, like in certain ways, like as far as being like stubborn, or at times she would try to act like she was in more of a power stance, I guess, trying to prove like she more powerful than me. Like, you know, like the mind thing. Like, it ain't necessarily mind games, but you know, like, I break all that down later. But she had the same name as my ex-wife. Same name. How of a coincidence is that? Same name. Like, the whole entire time, like, she would be texting me at work. She'll be writing me something like, dude, instant message on the work computer. Some nasty stuff. My God, man. Like, boy. I said I was on cloud 9 for a minute. Like, I never had felt that before. And like I said, all of that came down to my confidence. I almost feel like when my confidence kind of left, I ain't gonna say it left, but it was like to a point to where I was really starting to, I was already taking her seriously, but I was like, yo, this might be a joint. Like I might want, like, after me and my ex-wife finally settled on what we got, and my confidence might have left a little bit. Well, I ain't gonna say it left. Maybe I got a little comfortable, and maybe a part of me started to leave that she was attracted to. I don't know if that was the part to where I didn't necessarily see, like, when it comes to love, like, that love shit be crazy. Like I know one day I'm gonna really attract the right one for me, because I'm gonna be the right one for me myself. But maybe when she started to see her, maybe when she started to see that not only did I want her, but I needed her, if that makes sense. Because I don't know, like I said, when it comes to love, like, love kind of crazy. It's like when somebody started to see that you really, really serious about them, and maybe, like I said, because of their situation, they not ready for that, whatever the case may be, that may scare that person away. And back to the confidence. Like I said, if you think you're ugly, most people don't think they're ugly internally. It's probably the pretty ones that think they're ugly on the inside. Yeah, so I'll talk about that later too. But I'm talking to the people that think that they're ugly on the outside. There's nothing more attractive than somebody who embraces who they are. And when I say embrace who you are, embrace everything there is about yourself, good or bad. Good or bad. And when I say that, don't focus on the bad. Like, you already know the bad there. Like, you probably been focusing on the bad too much already. Focus on the good. Like, that good, bring it out. Bring out the good. Look, amplify the good. Amplify the good. Amplify the good. Like, everybody has some good traits. Like, I done seen some women, like, how do I explain it? Like, 'cause everybody got a type. I done seen some women that may not necessarily be so attractive on a scale of 1 to 10, but when that person did this certain thing, or when they brought out this certain characteristic, or this certain physical attribute about themselves was amplified to the point where, let's say if I'm gonna give you an example. Like, she might know I'm talking about her in this video. She might not. But and I complimented her on this one day. Like I said, I always try to motivate people, because, like I said, everybody got a story. A lot of people don't want to hear this. Some people get on social media and just think I'm the shit. You could be that way, but don't think you the shit and you a shitty ass person. Alright? Don't do that. But I try to be a person where I don't try to even know how to say this, but because of you know, the climate that we in now, if a woman is attractive, I try to slightly let them know that they're attractive. You know, just a compliment. It's nice to compliment people, but it's like now you can't even compliment somebody, you know, without somebody trying to throw something on you. So it's kind of not even safe sometimes to even compliment somebody. And you know, this one time I complimented one of my customers, and I think she knew. like she knew. She had sent me her. I complimented one of my customers. She sent me. I think she knew when she sent it. She was like, yeah, this. She was like, yeah, this the picture right here. But she had sent me a picture of her in a T-shirt I made for her, and I had never looked at her in this way. You know, I always try to be nice, like I say, because I'm a nice person. You know, I always try to find a good, something good about everybody to say to them. Always. I never try to focus on the bad. And she sent me this picture and the shirt I made her, and my attention went to her lips. I was like, you know, like in that picture, her confidence was like on 1,000. On 1,000. And like for a quick minute, in my mind, I'm not going to even tell you the thoughts I had, but in my mind started to work. I was like, whoa. Like that picture she took, lips was shining, they was like glistening, and they was just like, God, whoo. Them lips, it was just like, just pulling me in, like, my goodness. But yeah, so confidence. Find what works for you. Find what works for you. You know, and I see it from time to time. Like I even see women talk about it. Some women be like, I'm trying to see how they say it, but some women will be like, you know, ain't nothing better than when, you know, an ugly man can dress up and be smelling good, and you know, he just take care of himself and whatever. And we men, you know, we feel the same way. Like some of the, you know, that's one thing you can learn about me. I don't say the B word so loosely how other people do it. You know, and I don't judge the people who do it. I just don't do it. If I've ever said the B word, it's because I was taken there, and people know that. If I've ever called you the B word, you knew there was a reason behind it. And I can probably count on one hand, if not like 3 fingers, like who I've called that before. And I really feel like they deserved it at the time that I called them that. Like you pushed me there. But that's a whole nother subject. But damn, I done lost my train of thought. So with the confidence, women the same way. You know, if you know what your sweet spot is, if you know where your confidence is, just like boom, 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 to where you feel so good about yourself. Like keep doing that. Keep doing whatever it is to where your head begin to get so big. It's like you start to leave that humble state. Like stay in that, but you know, try to remain as humble as possible with good intentions when you when you are that confident. But please be confident in yourself. There's so many people out here who don't want people to be confident because they can't be confident in themselves. Like, they can't be.